Hello Milky friends, it is MelkStehul here with you for another Idle Heroes video. Happy Friday, I hope you are having a fabulous day. Wherever it is you are in the world, it is 27 degrees where I am. Well, actually it says 30 degrees. It's really hot, but I'm down under and it is coming up to summer where we are. But what are we here to talk about? Today we're here to talk about the new event, which is the, I forget the name of it. It's the Freddy Krueger Creepy Teddy Bear event is what I'm going to call it. What's it called? The Sleepless Maze, where you get this weird, sort of scary looking teddy bear that, well, that gets you stuff. But yeah, let's talk through what you get. Let's go from the top, right? Winter package. This is a good deal. You'll see that I've already bought it, and I've done the math, and I'll tell you why it's a good deal. It's not the best deal in the world. It's an okay deal, right? All things considered. But I did buy it. But I'll show you the math. Then there's the value packages. Again, I've done the math, and guys, this week I've done next level analysis. I've actually managed to convert this in-game currency for the campaign events that happen from week to week into gems. So for the first time ever, we'll get a more accurate reflection of how much this package is worth, rather than my very basic gems and POs, which I've used to value this entire package. And the reason why I've been able to convert these bears is effectively because I've used the PO and the scrolls, and the fact that we know that each one of these is either worth 450 or 125 gems, to convert it to the equivalent number of bears. And then because I have that conversion factor, I've then gone away and converted all these from bears to the gems to give you a sense of how much each of these things are worth gem-wise in a shop. And effectively, having this Sleepless Maze or this marketplace has allowed me to convert basically a whole heap of stuff that I could never convert before into gems, or the equivalent number of gems. So we're going to go over that. But let's talk about the Sleepless Maze this week. You get Antler's, the pay-to-win artifacts this week are Antler's Cane and Magic Stone Sword. Antler's Cane is okay. If it was me, I'd probably go more for the Magic Stone Sword because it's more applicable for, I guess, heroes like if you're running a Garuda, if you're running an Asmodel, if you're running an Aspen, or even who else. It's basically good on a warrior, right? So if you're running warriors, with the exception of maybe Horus, who is probably better served with withered armor, buy this, right? Then the unattainable heroes this week are Amun-Ra and this dude Gustin, who I'm still yet to get a copy of. And the reason why I say these guys are unattainable is because, guys, usually you end up with 2,300, 2,400 currency at the end of the week. I know some people end up with more and some people end up with less, but most of us on average end up somewhere between 2,300, 2,400 currency this week, which is bears, and you will, I'm sure you'll spend it, but you choose to spend it. The skin is Jara, no, it's a red queen, it's a queen this week. We've seen this before, it's nothing special, no one really runs her, nothing exciting, but then you get your standard Prophet Orbs, Super Wishing Chips, Heroic Scrolls, the green stuff, and gold. And interestingly enough, this week, oh no, you can't convert it. Last time you could buy, well, the conversion from these Universal Crystal Shard to bears was actually down here as a panel, but now they put it up here. Interesting. So that's the Sleepless Maze. I'm not really going to go over the heroes. You guys know about the heroes. What I will call out is this week, the 2,300 bears or level hero that you get is a scary, and scary is still actually pretty good. Admittedly, you need a shit ton of scaries, like 2 or 3 of them, like with Oberons, for them to be any good, but it's not like a usual food tier hero like a Jara or a Cthulhu, right? So this week, the 2,300 one is actually a pretty decent, well, okay deal, relatively speaking, compared to what we've had in the past. at this reward level. So that's definitely worth something. Definitely worth considering if you have enough copies and you're building scary. I mean, I've got a ton of scary copies, but the reality is, until I've got like 27 copies, which is enough to E5 3 of them, as well as the associated food, I'm probably not going to be collecting any more scaries. The mysterious chest this week, nothing special. It's the same every single week, guys. The first 4. So definitely buy the scrolls if you have the gems, but first buy the profit orbs because this is the best value you can get. Profit orbs from a value perspective and from a food perspective, which is the most important thing in the game, is it's the best thing you can buy in this game. And if you can buy it for anything less than 450 per orb, and in this case it's about 300 per orb if you exclude the pet bits, it's phenomenal value. So buy this first if you can, then buy the scrolls, and then if you really need to, buy this week's gold coin package, where you get the feathers and you get another Cthulhu. They're giving away a lot of Cthulhu's, they have been giving away a lot of Cthulhu's recently. So you could get it in Halloween, you could get it in the shop, and you could get it as part of the profit orbs from last week. So I've got a ton of Cthulhu's now. I'm not going to build him, but it's interesting how they're giving away kind of 3 weeks in a row just a lot of Cthulhu's. Usually this is an exclusive artifact or some orange artifact. This week they've mixed it up a bit and they've given you Cthulhu. The 4,000 level bundle will continue to be junk because there's just so much food level heroes in this elite hero shard that it's not worth getting. So I'll show you. I've actually got an elite hero shard right now. I'll show you that when I open it, you're going to get complete junk just to dissuade you from actually buying that gem box. Sorry, developers, it's just shitty value. So if you go to the bag, where is it? Here we go. So I'll open it, right? So they're saying you can get, look, the good ones are basically Horus, Penny, Crew, Scary, Nakia, Valk, Oberon. That's basically it. Everyone else is kind of shitty. So Garuda's not in here this week, which is kind of disappointing. But everyone else is just shitty and terrible. And you have a very high chance of getting all those shitty and terrible heroes. So let me show you who I'm going to get. Baria, right? He's out of the meta. No one's using him, not even for PvE. No one's mentioning him for PvE. So if you're going to spend 4,000 gems, they've got to get rid of just all the useless non-elite heroes from this elite hero shard pool. But I think what will make most people buy the 4,000 gem box this week is this pink dust. Look, up until they introduced the soul stone, everyone had just way too much pink dust, but now people are short of gold and short of pink dust, which is why they introduced this winter package. This winter package, this 188 million, I'm almost certain most of us are buying it because of the gold, because it's it's what we're short of, because we found that upgrading all our heroes into E3 soul stones are all of a sudden, well, it's kind of fucking expensive. So this is kind of really shitty of them. This is like them selling crack to an addict, right? They know we need gold, so they're like, yeah, let's dump some of this other junky stuff. I mean, the orbs are nice, and just the orbs and the gems in itself, along with the universal crystal shards, are probably worth the $50. Like I said, I've done the math and I've valued it based on that. It's the gold that really push people over the edge and to buy the package this week. Anyway, so that's the 4,000 level Mitsu's chest. I don't want to buy any more pink dust. I'm just going to get crude over time slowly. So I'm not tempted to buy it. And then this 1,200 level gem boxes is useless. These super wishing chips are useless. These monster bits are useless as well. So don't buy this. But anyway, you're all here for the value analysis. So let's do the value analysis. Like I said, this week I have done the unthinkable and I have converted the items, well, basically the campaign currency into equivalent gems, and I've basically done it 2 ways. And I've basically anchored to the PO, where we said, look, each PO is worth 450 gems because that's the lowest price you can buy it for in the Aspen dungeon, and therefore if you divide 450 by 300, you're basically saying that each teddy bear or in-game currency this week is worth 1.5 gems, right? But then if you use heroic scrolls, that conversion factor is different because each heroic scroll, the cheapest we can get is 125 gems per scroll. So if you divide it by 100, which is how much it costs in terms of teddy bears, you're basically saying each teddy bear is worth 1.25 gems, right? So that's a big range. Which one do you use? I've basically converted everything available in the Freddy shop using the 1.25 gem factor, just to be super conservative. And if you haven't picked up on it, basically there's a mispricing in the teddy bear shop this week, in every week, right? Basically, Prophet's orbs are either undervalued or heroic scrolls are overvalued. But the bottom line is you should never buy heroic scrolls from the campaign marketplace. You should always buy Prophet orbs. And the math is basically down here. And very simply, this is how it works. In the Aspen Dungeon, you can buy a Prophet orb for 450 gems. You can buy scrolls for 125 gems. What that implies is for every one Prophet orb you can buy outside of the campaign, you can buy 3.6 scrolls. But that factor is only 3 in the campaign marketplace, meaning that its scrolls, however you look at it, are just very poor value when you buy it from here. So don't buy scrolls, buy Prophet orbs. Yeah. Again, just another mispricing that I picked up on that I'm like, fuck, that doesn't really work out, does it? So with that in mind, let's go through each of the things that are available in the shop, and finally, for the first time ever, get a sense of how much gems they're actually worth. So the artifacts, the implied value of the artifacts are basically 4,500 gems, which is quite interesting because artifacts, especially the pay-to-win artifacts, people assume, oh, you know, how much. If you ask people how much they would pay, they'd probably be like, ooh, 10,000 gems, 15,000 gems. But if you believe in the conversion factor of one teddy bear is worth 1.25 gems, right? Then each artifact is only really worth 4,500 gems. Amun-Ra, the elite sort of dark hero, 80 feathers in the shop. By the way, I've converted the feathers as well to the implied gems per feather. So Amun-Ra, she's only worth about 3,900 gems. Gustin's are worth 3,375 gems. Scary, or the 2,300 hero, which is kind of like the food level hero, is worth about 2,900 gems, which is actually really close to how much it costs to buy a hero from Aspen Dungeon, just straight up. And I'm talking about the 5-star shard from the senior merchant. So if we go here, you see, oh, it's only 1,000. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't pick up on that. So if you guys didn't realize, the 5-star shard here used to be 3,000 gems. They've changed the price. I knew they were messing around the pricing at the update, but guys, if a seniors merchant selling these for 1,000, buy it. Like, it's straight buy, because if we go back to like a very early video that I did on how much it costs to build food, right? Orbs. The cheapest source of food, without a shadow of doubt, is Event Raid, right? Each 5-star hero will cost you 400 gems. Worst case scenario, if you don't get the extra bonus. At Seal Land 17, each 5-star hero costs 400 gems to make. The orbs are the second, I guess, cheapest source of food at 1,000 gems, 1,100 gems a piece, right? So if they're selling it in this, if the senior merchant selling it for 1,000 a piece now, compared to the 3,000 it used to sell it for in the Aspen Dungeon, it's cheaper than orbs. It's better than orbs, so buy it. That's why I bought it. Wow, I did not realize that. I'm glad that came up. These are still 25 a piece, which is terrible value. And thank you to Uklatisma for leaving this wonderful critique about how I valued items. I will respond. I think I slightly disagree with you. I think we agree on certain points, but certainly on the point about, I guess, second order benefits, right? You said, look, MelkStehul, coins, wishing coins aren't just coins. You got to look at the rewards that you get after in terms of the Prophet orbs. Absolutely, I agree with you. But as in a comment in a reply that I made to, I think it was Rob Valentine, he made the same point as you. He says like, Melk, so you can't just look at the immediate value and what you get from the wishing coins. You have to look at what you get from events. But then I said to Rob, or whoever I responded to, who made the same point as you, Uklatisma. I'm sorry, I can't say your name. I'm retard. That implies a certain sort of, you've assumed a certain play style when you say something like that, right? So like super wishing chips, I'll do a video in response to your beautiful critique. Effectively, you've made an assumption about at what level I'm going to stop the super wish. When the wishing fountain event comes around, the first 100 chips are always the best value, and then anything after that is decreasing incremental value. By saying, there's incremental rewards, you've made an assumption, an implied assumption, at what level I'm stopping my play at in terms of wishing coins. It doesn't make so much sense now, but look, I'll do a video and I'll respond to you, but thank you for the comment, and I will respond with a video. But we digress. So this is still the same. They haven't really changed the value of that. These books, I haven't really valued these books yet, and it's kind of hard, but I'm going to assume that they're cheaper now. But yes, where were we? We digress. Going back to the campaign, the value packs. So this food level hero, 3,000, seems kind of expensive now, especially given that they've changed up the value in the Aspen dungeon. And so I'm going to say for now, this food level hero seems kind of expensive. The skin is worth about 1,900 gems. Profit orbs is worth 375. Like I said, guys, if you believe that if we've anchored to the heroic scroll as the exchange rate for all the other items in the Freddy marketplace, then profit orbs in the marketplace are undervalued, and you should absolutely buy orbs with your Freddy teddy bears. Super wishing coins, they're 150 each. But interestingly, when you get down here, I've managed to convert feathers for the first time ever to the equivalent gem value, just based on the fact that in the shop, if you buy an Amon-Ra, it'll cost you 3,100 of the teddy bears, which is worth 3,875 gems. So if you do 3,875 divided by 80, you get about 50 gems per feathers. So we're saying each feather is worth about 50 gems, which, look, going forward, in the absence of some other way to get another value for a feather, I'm going to be sticking to this value for a feather. It's going to be about 48, 50 gems per feather. So that's interesting. But I guess the key thing to take away from all this is the fact that we've now, for the first time ever, have the ability to value the currency for the campaign events, right? So then you're probably saying, okay, great, Melk, so what does that mean for the value packs this week? And so let's start with, if we go back, let's start with these value packages. So $100 gets you 10,000 gems, 10 profit orbs, 600 teddy bears, and so on and so forth. There are 4 packages this week, and so on a per item basis, which isn't really useful analysis, but it's good to see, all the gems are 1 cent each. All the profit orbs are about $10 each, except for the $70 package, which this week is the least, I guess, value for money. And then in terms of campaign currency, the best value is the $100 one, and then it kind of decreases in value in terms of real dollars per teddy bear as you move down from $100 package to the $10 package. But then really what you're all interested in is, okay, screw all that, MelkStehul, just convert everything to gems and tell me the cost per gem. So what I've done is I've converted everything to gems. Gems on a 1-for-1 basis, POs at 450 gems per PO, and then the currency is converted at, the teddy bears are converted at a factor of 1.25 per teddy bear. So what does that get you? Basically the best value this week, the $100, well, they're all the same. Between the $100 value package, the $30 value package, and the $10 value package, on a cost per gem basis, all the same, 0.66 cents, right? The $70 package is the least, well, value for money at 0.69 of a cent. But then you're saying, okay, MelkStehul, that's great. I never buy any of these packages. Okay. So then you're probably saying, well, MelkStehul, tell me about the winter package. You've managed to value these universal crystal shards because it's more or less the same as the teddy bears. Tell me how much it's worth. Okay, let's go to the value pack comparison page where, guys, I need to update some variables in real time now. So we're saying a 5-star hero is now only worth 1,000. A normal 5-star hero is also only worth 1,000. And these elites, yeah, let's just keep it at 4. Well, how much is the Gustin? Let's just anchor it to the Gustin one. So the Gustin is worth 3,375. All right, great. So that changes a couple of things. But winter package, $50, 5,000 gems, 15 orbs, right? And 300 universal crystal shards. What else do you get? And the gold. I'm not going to value the gold because it's really hard. Up until the soul stone changes, it was a useless thing to collect, as well as the green dust, the purple goo, and the pink dust. But now, all of a sudden, the pink dust and gold have some value. So, look, I'm not going to value it. I'll value these other things that get us food, okay? So, 300 universal crystal shards, 5,000 gems, 15 profit orbs. So, in totality, for $50, you're paying $50 to get more or less 11,750 gems. On a cost per gem basis, that's 0.43 cents per gem. How does that stack up relative to everything else? Well, compared to Halloween Pack 1 from last week or from the last 2 weeks, it's twice as much. It's twice as expensive. It's not that great value. But compared to the $100 orb value pack, compared to the scrolls, the $100 scrolls value pack, pretty good value. 0.43 of a cent. Look, I bought it. You don't necessarily have to buy it. It's there, but it's not like, oh my gosh, it wasn't like the late autumn package or the Halloween package 1 where it was 0.2 of a cent per gem. It's twice as much. It's 0.4 of a gem. So it's in the middle of the pack in terms of, where the value is. And obviously the VIP cards, the monthly cards are always phenomenal value. And in fact, I think they've tweaked them and they're going to give us more now. So what do we get with the VIP? I might update my spreadsheet while I have you, friends. So if you got the privilege plan, it's still $375. I thought they updated this. They said they were tweaking what it costs things in each of the different spaces. So maybe that's still going on. But yeah, that's the video for this week. In very short summary, buy this if you've got too much money. Swap everything for profit orbs. If you can't get a Gustin Amun-Ra with your teddy bears and your universal crystal shards, or if you really have saved up that much, buy the magic stone sword. If you don't already have one, you don't need more than one, but you do need more than one demon bell. So buy this, or this if you've saved up enough universal crystal shards. In the mysterious chest, buy this. Well, don't buy this. This is optional, but definitely buy the profit orbs and buy the scrolls for Christmas if you haven't already. Anyway, that's the video for this week. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I hope you found that useful. Have a great weekend, guys.